I was born in America, but I'm third generation here. I see myself as both a Sikh and American.
Definitely both. There's no difference between being a Sikh versus being an American. Both encourage a very strong work ethic. Both encourage, giving back to your community. Both, they're very community-oriented cultures.
As all these different cultures have influenced me, I do see quite a bit of similarities between them. Respecting your elders, going to school, getting your education. These are all values which are kind of similar in each one. In the Indian tradition, you respect your elders, you listen to them, you don't talk back to them, and you want to have an education to help your family and provide for your family. Same thing in the Iranian culture. Your family is a large part of who you are. It's that same American concept where you don't know where you're going until you know where you're from.
On Vaisakhi Day, we have a lot of melas, we have fun activities, and there's gatka, bhangra. From American culture, I think the thing that I like the most would be, I guess, 4th of July fireworks.
It's a lot of fun. My heritage is definitely a lot of fun. Punjabis and Sikhs alike enjoy celebrations. Punjabis are they're very work hard, party hard.
In America, you listen to hip-hop, rap, whatnot, alternative, big guitars and whatnot. In India, it's the big dholkis playing, the tablas. So, I don't know. I like the Indian beats better, but I guess American lyrics are cool too.
I think that my roots, my values, and my cultures influence not only my success in the future, but my success right now. I know that though my grandmother and my nanima and my nanaji live in Tehran, I talk to them nearly every week, every other week, and the first thing my grandmother asks me is, how's school going? How are your grades? And I didn't do so good in high school, and when I went to Iran to visit her, I didn't have bad grades, but they weren't the grades that she was expecting. And she made me write a note for her. And the note said that I'll try hard in school and that I'll get good grades. And I signed it. And she reminds me every time I talk to her that she has that note locked up in her safe, along with her valuables and her priceless things. It's kind of a big deal.
Do your peers see you as a Sikh or as an American?
When I'm at school, my friends see me as an American with a little different perspective on things.
And my friends used to joke that I'm like a coconut when I was growing up. I was brown on the outside, but white on the inside. And I guess over the years that's sort of changed, and now I'm just a patchwork of many things, and that's what makes me unique and a different thing in society.
People in my school, or like peers, when they first see me, they're not that, they're not willing to talk to me as much.
Like when I'm at work, when I'm amongst my coworkers, I think to a large extent they look at me as an American. But pretty much just because of the way I look, anywhere else, I'm definitely looked at as a Sikh first.
Imagine yourself in their shoes, living in a society where people think you're not American based solely on how you look. Would you compromise your values to fit in?
No. I would not compromise my values, because if I do something just to blend in, try to look cool, it's going to make me look like a bigger fool.
No, I don't think I compromised any of my values to blend in with the society. The way I am is the way I want to show the world I am.
For my hair, I've been thinking about it for like a year now. I guess I'm ready to keep my hair now. And I know how to face all the discrimination because I've been dealing with it with my friend for quite a while. So I don't think it'll be a problem.
Is the USA a good place for minorities?
We have freedom of religion. We have all of our rights as equal as anybody else in the US. So I think that the U.S. is definitely more tolerant to minorities than other countries.
I think the U.S. is more open towards minority groups than other countries that I've been to. I don't think that there's anywhere that's as open to minority groups as much as I would like to see. I definitely think that, you know, if you're different, you're bad is very common anywhere you go in the world. And I think there are people out there who don't believe that, who do believe that if you're different, that's cool, whatever, but they're saying that to you. They're not saying it to your minority group. I think that it is rough. I think certain areas in the United States are very open to minority groups. I think certain areas like southern USA is not very open to minority groups. And after living there and being friendly with all the minority groups, it's very interesting to see that, because I'm like, oh, where have you guys been the past decade? Come on, you know. So I definitely think it depends where you go.
It's a free land. Anyone can do whatever they'd like. It's a free country. You have the freedom of speech, and you can do and say whatever you'd like. And for minorities, that's a big thing, because not every country you can do that. Like, some places you can't have this freedom of speech. You can't, like, you know, hate your government. Over here, you can hate your government. No one will care.
In a manner, everyone is a minority, because there's no majority and like minority. Everyone, there might not even be a minority. I think everyone is like equal, just like Guru Nanak said.
Instead of being like a melting pot, we're a bag of assorted jelly beans, really. We're all basically the same, you know, same shape, same design, same size, but we're all different, we're all unique, we all have our own flavor, but together we're just one thing, and we're all good together in a bag.
Things may not be perfect here, but at least the Constitution gives everyone a right to their personal beliefs and education. In France, children my age have been deprived of the basic human right to a public education because they are not allowed to go to schools with their head covered. For the last 3 years, French Sikh boys and Muslim girls have not been allowed to go to school in the name of secularism. It's ironic, if you keep in mind that nearly 100,000 Sikh soldiers fought and died for France in both world wars. And yes, they were wearing their turbans. However, the U.S. has a long way to go also.